CVA's Accura Series, Agara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment's being sponsored by Tri-Green Equipment. Stop in and see them at 21 locations in Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. They can take care of all your Honda, Steel, and John Deere needs. Alrighty, everybody, this segment is being sponsored by Courtney's Restaurant and Catering. Y'all can find them at 4066B North Mount Juliet Road in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, or give them a call at 615-754-7548 and let them take care of all your catering or delivery needs. They've got pickup. You can go up there and do pickup at the front, at the front door there now, and so any way you want to go up there, whether you want to go and dine in, carry out, they'll bring it to you and deliver it. Give Courtney's a call and they'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, I was sort of looking at the cutting board tonight, kind of hoping he would be here. They always bring some good things.
They do. I've always enjoyed going there. We eat there a lot. People see us in there and they'll come and talk to us and they recognize us from the show. But we talk about Courtney's a lot. We eat there a lot. Yeah. We really do. So it is really good stuff, and we're proud to have them on board with us. Mike, we've been talking with different people. Had a caller earlier from East Tennessee. There's different phases to the rut, and a lot of times they're very misunderstood.
They are.
And also, I wanted to emphasize, there is no book out there that says it starts on this day in this part of Tennessee.
What's that biggest question we see? What week is the rut this week?
Yeah. It's hard to say what stage.
There's no week. Yeah.
You're gonna have what a lot of people will consider they think is the peak, or it's because they see the most action during what is really the pre-rut, and that's when your 2-year-olds, especially a lot of your 3-year-old bucks, but your 2-year-olds especially and your 1.5-year-old bucks, they're running around like crazy. You're constantly seeing them. They're pestering does. Your does can't come out and feed in the fields because as soon as they come out, these bucks are out there pushing them around and pestering them. A lot of that's going on right now.
Right.
A lot of the chasing, but what starts to happen is your big deer, just like we had on the farm yesterday. The way that it works, those little ones do all the chasing, and the big deer, when it comes time to actually quarter, he's going to be there. Yeah. He's going to be the one that's there.
And you'll know when that really starts too from those little bucks, because that little buck's going to leave that field when that big buck hits that field somewhere.
Yeah,
he knows it's on.
It does, and so that puts the bigger deer into what I call kind of they don't so much chase as they do cruise. And they observe. So a lot of times if you're watching a bunch of does in a field, right now you want to hunt does. I'm not big on the trails or the scrapes and the rubs. I love to see all that sign, but if I know where the does are feeding right now, that is where I'm going to be sitting.
Does are the best decoys you can buy.
Don't necessarily look for him to just come walking out in the middle of the field, because if there's not a doe out there that's receptive, he is probably going to circle the downwind side of that field. He's going to check it. So whatever the downwind side is, keep your eyes on that corner. He's going to check it. If he don't see or smell anything, he's going to go on to the next field. That's and they'll come around and check it. So that's kind of the next phase that'll be going on, and that's going to be going on in my area anyhow for the next week or two, and that's one of the best times to catch him on his toes, a deer that you usually wouldn't catch on his toes. And you'll have surprise deer show up. You've been watching your cameras all summer. Right now is when that big buck shows up that's been living 3 miles down the road and you've never seen him. All of a sudden he's standing in your field. So a lot of that's going on. Now in a few weeks, Mike, for us about the 20th to 25th of November. I always say Black Friday is one of my very favorite days of the year to be in the woods. At that point, our deer are locked down. Now, you'll think your deer have abandoned the farm, they're gone, there's nothing running around, nothing. But if you do catch him in that phase, it's probably, in my opinion, the most killable mature buck of the whole year.
He is not paying any attention to you.
No, he's not, and he's not going to leave the area. If you can figure out that he is there with the doe, it's just like the big deer that I got last year that we aired here on the show.
Right.
I caught that deer with a doe 2 days before that. We knew that he was in the area, and we set up on either end of him, within 1,000-yard difference probably or so of where he was in between us, and we knew that eventually he was going to slip up and come out of there, and he did. So once you catch them in that phase, they're not going anywhere anytime soon, so it's a good time. It can feel tough then because you're not seeing as many deer, but at the same time, if you do see one, it's very likely to be what you're wanting to see.
And you might get deer right now, like you were saying, that's that's 3 miles down the road that roll around that you may never see again.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be there 2 days.
You know,
that's
you
it.
go, oh wow, here's this deer. I'm going to hunt this deer real hard. Well, he's gone.
That's right.
Yeah, he's gone.
They'll get out of there as quick as they get in there. Well, guys, we're going to get ready to take another quick break, and we'll be back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods Waters.